what's up? What's going on, guys? Let me see who's in here. A couple people in here. Awesome. So, what's going on? Cyber Monster Zero E52. As always, you guys are always here, man. I appreciate it. Greetings from Louisiana. Oh, you got your cards yesterday? Sweet. Awesome, man. We got a guest today. We got Rob Multari, man, who does Night Wolf. And what's awesome about this guest is that he let me do a cover for his Kickstarter. So I'm going to introduce him right now and not waste any time. We're going to start talking some werewolf action. So,
how's it going?
What's up, Rob? How's it going, man? Did I say your last name right?
It's Multari, but a lot of people say Multari. So yeah, that's what most people pronounce it like. So I don't really bother correcting anymore.
It's those older guys that grew up playing Atari. So we're like,
well, it's funny in high school there was a bunch of guys who were like who'd call me Multar, from like Space Ghost.
That sounds dope, dude. Multar. I got my 12-sided dice, Multar. I'm ready to battle.
Awesome, thank you for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And of course, thank you for the amazing art.
Oh, no problem. If you guys do not know nothing about Night Wolf and me doing a cover, I'll just show you guys real quick. This is the cover right here. This is the cover that we are speaking of. We got what do you call that? A nice and a naughty. What do you call these things?
I just say
safe for work, not safe for
work. Not safe for work. Yeah.
Got you. It's got the SFW.
Well, see, it gives me that extra characters that I can use to fill out the rest.
Oh yeah, totally, man, totally. So
yeah, just abbreviate it, and everybody knows what that means.
I've been saying like cute and kinky for so long that people kind of know it. But now it's like everything's abbreviated, so it's like it's just reward C1 is reward 1 cute. You know what I mean? And so like I just have it like that because when you do your Kickstarter, you have to fill out like the items and stuff like that. So it's just I just do it like that. It's just like it'd be like C1 Pablo Munoz. You know what I mean? And I just do everybody by their artist name. And just categorize it in letters and numbers.
Nice.
And stuff, and people know exactly what it is. So.
No, yeah, I think once people get used to like the system of how you do it, it's like second nature. Especially if they keep returning and they're the same backers. I think that doesn't take long for people to figure out.
Yeah, we got Jason Doob in the house. What's up, man? What's up, dude? Doob lives in Sacramento, man, like where I grew up, dude.
Oh, no kidding.
I grew up in Sacramento. It's crazy because I can always tell, like, it's weird. I can always tell when someone comes from Northern California. It's like it's like their love, like the way, it's kind of like the way they would look and talk in a way, but it's also a little bit how they draw. And it's always like, their love of like Ultraman and things. Nice. You know what I mean? It's just like a different thing because it's like I remember growing up in Sacramento. I moved to LA when I was 14, but like when I grew up in Sacramento, Ultraman was on. Like when you came home from school, Ultraman was on, and it was on for a while.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And then if I went to go visit like my grandma in LA and stuff like that, it wasn't on. And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, so it just, I cussed a lot as a kid. So, but yeah, I would just like, so it's kind of like a different thing where Ultraman it was more of a Northern California thing, but yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And that back then, like too, like things weren't syndicated everywhere. Like they had to have rights to put it on certain channels, and you couldn't get every channel everywhere. Like it's not now where like you can get like, the same channels all the way across the country or even like across the state. I remember when Thundercats were like my aunt in Chicago would record them for me on like a VHS and then mail them because we didn't get it over like north of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I remember Ultraman not being on when I would be visiting LA, but Felix the Cat was. And like the Gumby and Pokey show, you know what I mean? I'm just like, what is this? This is insane. But do you remember when you mentioned Thundercats? Do you remember the debut of Thundercats, like it came on in the evening. It was like it aired like at 8 p.m. or something like that, and it was
yeah.
that 5-part series or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that. Like that, like blew my mind. I remember.
Yeah,
I don't know how I convinced. So, like in first grade, I remember, like, bringing in a recorded, like basically. So I had all the pieces put together, you know, for that first, introduction to the story, and I convinced my teacher to play it in class instead of teaching class.
But they were naked.
I know, which killed me because it was a Catholic school.
That's hilarious. They had fur covering their bits.
Well, you know what? And one kid was like, "Why did you bring this in?" I was like, "Why are you complaining that we're not doing work?" And then he went, "Oh."
That's so fucking funny, man. Right here, Jason. I've been eyeing Rob's Nightwolf comics for a while. Need to jump on this series. Yes, man.
Yeah, man.
Rob,
we're up to issue 10, man. We got 10 issues out.
You got the digital catch-up tier on this campaign, right? So
I have a digital catch-up, and then I have an entire Lone Wolf Comics catch-up. So you can get, all 10 of Nightwolf, or you can get the 10 Nightwolf, 3 Snowpaw, and the kids book.
What's the what's the page count on each one of those issues?
The single issues are all 24 pages. And then I also have the add-ons, I have the volumes. So like they collect 4 issues each, and then they have additional like pinup art and cover art that total 152 pages.
Okay. I have my Nightwolf and Sugar Pop T-shirts. Cincinnati cannot wait for you, Dan. Oh, awesome, Andrew Wilson. So you're gonna be at Horror Hound then, man. That's cool.
Nice.
If you're gonna come on Friday, I already talked to Rob backstage. That shit is from 5 to 11, dude. I'm going to bed. I'm leaving at 8, bro. Like I don't fuck around with my sleep, man. So if you plan to come on Friday, man, I'm telling you, I'm only gonna be there for 3 hours.
And bring Dan dinner.
Actually, don't. I'm trying to like not eat processed food, so I'm just eating like super clean and stuff. So I just don't. Yeah, it's so scary to. This is my first convention of the year to like go back to a convention.
Oh yeah, and just have to find whatever.
There's nothing but processed food around me, and it's like, so I'm bringing snacks. So I'm just like, and I'll figure out what I could eat. I don't know what kind of food they have in Cincinnati, but I looked around from where my hotel is. It's not good. It's it's just bar food, dude. It's just.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know Cincinnati has 2 Quaker Steak and Lubes.
Yeah. Oh man, what does this say? I can't understand it. Lots of people have the one kid named Steve that be worried about work. I don't know what that is. It must be something else he said. I don't know. But yeah, he's like, hey, bring Dan dinner. So let's check out your Kickstarter, man.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I'm gonna do a share screen. Where stop sharing. I'm always like, oh, what do I do? You know. Like,
and I swear, StreamYard changes it like every 6 months.
They did change it, dude. So I'm just like, what the heck? So, bam. So here we are. We got the Nightwolf. All right. It's looking good. So can we play your video?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh, look at it. It just went up.
Yeah. We're closing in on that 50% mark.
And you just launched it today, right?
Yeah, this morning at 8 a.m.
Oh, awesome.
Do you love stories about anti-heroes and supernatural beings like werewolves, vampires, demons, witches, zombies, and more? Then Nightwolf is the comic book series for you. Nightwolf's unique take on theology and mythology encompasses elements of horror, magic, fantasy in a modern setting. Hi, I'm Robert A. Multari, the creator and writer of Nightwolf, as well as the founder of Lone Wolf Comics. It's been my dream since I was a kid struggling with attention deficit disorder and dyslexia to be a comic book creator because comics have helped me learn to overcome my disability. Born into an outcast breed of werewolves known as the Monokai, 18-year-old Rodney Marcelli is reluctantly thrown into an ancient war between good and evil in today's world where the line has been blurred. With the help of Snowpaw, the pureblood Monokai, Rodney must learn to master his newly found lycanthropy and mysterious kinetic energy power that only he possesses. Rodney must fight the Dark Covenant in order to avenge his friends and family and to save the girl he loves from the master vampire, Lord Malice. Rodney Marcelli is Nightwolf. In April of 2016, I launched a failed Kickstarter campaign for Nightwolf issues 1 through 3. I played the game on hard, setting a $20,000 goal. However, I did manage to raise over $5,000, but Kickstarter is an all-or-nothing platform. I didn't let that failed launch stop me, so I decided to raise the money on my own by doing freelance web design jobs to pay the artists. After self-publishing Nightwolf issues 1 and 2, I came back to Kickstarter in October 2019. Since then, I've successfully overfunded 16 campaigns for Nightwolf issues 3 through 9, both the Nightwolf volumes 1 and 2 trade paperbacks, the first 3 issues of my series Snowpaw, the Wolfpack Pups Halloween Kids board book, and 3 Wolfpack Pup plush toys. That's all thanks to my amazing backers that I refer to as my Wolfpack. Currently, I have written 12 issues of Nightwolf and have published the first 9 issues in print and digital formats. Now, I stand ready to publish Nightwolf issue 10, and that's why I've come back to pay for the printing and the rewards that you will receive for backing this project. I'm extremely grateful for where I am now as a self-publisher and continuing to serialize Nightwolf for you to enjoy. Again, thank you for taking this creative journey with me. I appreciate it so much. So what are you waiting for? Join the Wolfpack today.
All right, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
So can you tell us about, as far as werewolves go in your universe, like, is there silver? Is there any kind of like silver? Are they like, can silver damage them? Like, like the other lores of werewolves and other things like that?
Yeah, right on. So the weapons that the werewolves are using are made of bone and silver. And so sometimes they're a little more like gold crusted with like jewels and stuff, but that depends on the maker. But in general, they can't touch the silver because they do have an allergy to it, but it's not like, something that like a silver bullet could like hit them anywhere, but they won't die from it except for unless they damage the heart or damage the brain.
Yeah.
But like it will leave scars. So if you notice, like on Nightwolf, he has like a scar on his one eye.
Yeah.
From issue 3, Black Claw was taunting him and cut his eye with like a silver knife. So that's like one of the only like things that like wouldn't heal, like with the advanced healing factor, if you will. But yeah, so they do have an allergic reaction to silver, and But like I said, if like with most of my supernatural creatures, like as long as you damage the brain and the heart or the heart, that's usually the death sentence. Anything else is usually recovery. They can get back up from. Like my vampires aren't allergic to garlic and they're not allergic to frost. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's mostly the silver kind of like has that purity thing to it. That is usually something that affects most supernatural creatures. But again, it's not like an end-all thing.
Gotcha. I noticed most of the art is done by Carlos Herrera.
Mm-hmm.
And like that stuff is dope, man. I like it. Like this one, that one, man, that looks like some dark stalkers like color palette. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really cool, man. Very Capcom. Really awesome, man. I saw you got some Bokuman covers.
Yeah, so it's a funny story how I started working with Oscar. So so Carlos and I started working together in 2013, and we started working on the first issue, and he got all the character designs done, he got his cover done, and then he got like up to 6 pages done, and then he got picked up by one of those like battle card games. Like I forget exactly which one it was, but it was like very like mythic creature focused and stuff. So like he didn't have time to work on the book anymore.
Oh.
So I had to then basically find somebody comparable to him. Yeah. And I happened to find Pokemon Studio, which is Oscar Chococota Ele.
Yeah.
That's his studio, and so Oscar and I worked together on the rest of this issue. Or the first issue. So basically I gave him like Carlos's roughs.
Gotcha.
He finished them out, and then I had Ross A. Campbell finish up on the colorings.
Okay.
And then issue 2 comes. Oscar's well into doing the art, and then Ross is like, "Hey, DC, came and picked me up." So I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." Now I got to find a new colorist. Well, Oscar said that he had a guy in his studio, so he did the colors for issue 2, which was a little bit too vibrant compared to like issue 1.
Yeah.
Which was okay because a lot of it was like showing a lot of like the high school stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, there's like the high school football game, the high school dance. So it was fine for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it really wasn't like it was too much clashing in the series. Come issue 3, then you know, Oscar's team started working on the illustrations, and I had Gat Melvin, who is my colorist now. So he's been with me since issue 3. So he basically jumped on board, and then I found out later that Oscar didn't do the illustration for issue 3. It was one of his understudies.
Yeah.
Because like because at the time I was like, all right, well, we need to get this out because I have a Kickstarter coming and I needed to hurry up and finish it, right? So I didn't have time to call him on it. But like when issue 3, when it's time to do issue 4, I reached back out to Carlos and I was like, what can I do to get you back? And like, so lo and behold, Carlos had actually switched jobs to a more 9-to-5.
Yeah.
So he was able to do this on the side.
Okay.
Again. So Carlos has been back with me since issue 4. So me, Gat, and Carlos have been together, you know, since. And it's been a great ride. You know, they both are very like, you know, into the series. They both like, you know, make their suggestions. You know, they're all in. So yeah, I couldn't ask for a better team for this book.
We got Drax Gal just rolled in, man. He's a Cape Bello, bro. What's up, man?
Hey, Drax.
What's happening, man? He says, beautiful book.
Thank you. Hey, I remember I asked you for a cover too. You got time to jump in for the next one.
Drax, man. Come on, dude. Hook him up. Hook him up. You hook up so many people, dude. Why can't you hook up Rob, man? Yeah, speaking of good artists, man, Drax, when he worked on the Sad Girl, he did 3 issues of Sad Girl Psycho Baby and 1 issue of Cannibal Kitty before he blew up and started doing covers for everybody, and then he slowed down on interiors. But anyways.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. With all those covers you've been doing, yeah.
I like to give him shit about that, but yeah, like the thing about Drax was, you know, it was like he read all the Sad Girls and got into the universe of it, and then to where like he was fully in, dude, where like when he had suggestions on some of the designs or some of the outfits or anything, I just let him do it, man. I just let him do it because he totally knew what he was doing, man. So it's always good to have a good team.
Oh yeah, I mean every time I've seen one of his covers, I mean they definitely pop out there and stand out on their own, like the angles, the designs. I mean, yeah, it's definitely
yeah. So all right, he said he's gonna hit you up, man.
Get you on issue 11.
Yeah. Love Sugar Pop. Oh, awesome, man. I'm glad you got that Sugar Pop. Do you know Sugar Pop is the 2nd highest grossing character in the Still Ill universe?
Nice.
Besides Zombie Tramp. And what's cool about that is that I'm always thinking about, you know, Zombie Tramp came up in the comic book stores, you know, like we did it independently before that, you know, and it started to get a cult following. But then, you know, it got into comic stores and more people saw it on the shelves and stuff. And that kind of helped a fan base, a better fan base. But it's just like when I see a character come up, or even an artist that come up, that had nothing to do with comic book stores at all. They just came up on the internet, dude. Like that's impressive to me, man. Like Drax is. You came up on the internet, dude. Your stuff's not been really in comic book stores, you know, maybe a few things, but it's just like,
yeah, it's mostly you know, Kickstarters, right?
Yeah, and all our other Still Ill characters, man, they're just internet born. They've never been in a comic book store, man. So it's crazy. So let's look at your campaign a little bit more, man.
Right on.
Here's some interior pages. Is this for the current issue? These interior
pages?
That's
the first. So I have two interiors from each issue.
Okay.
Yeah, so that way they can see that each issue, you know, see the art that's been done, and you know, that way it's kind of like flipping through it in a you know, a retail store, right? So they can see what they're actually buying. I don't like when they have like the campaigns where you don't see what you're actually getting on the inside. You just see the nice covers, and then when you get it in the mail, you're like, oh, this is
I'm kind of, I used to hate that, dude, when I was young and go to the comic store, you know, and like I loved an artist on a series, and then, you know, I mean, then one issue they didn't do the interiors, and then but you're just like, I just want to know what happens in the story, you know, so you buy it anyways, and you just don't enjoy it, dude, because you're used to that person, and you're just like, and that's when people kind of fall off.
Well, they started doing that too with like Battle Chasers when Joe Mad started like falling behind, and he started hiring somebody else, and like he had like a side story with another guy doing the art. It was like it was a little more anime, but it wasn't him.
Oh, you know? When you're talking about the Red Monica origin stuff that that Ryan Kinnaird did, dude, that is so. Is that Ryan Kinnaird? Yeah, it was Ryan.
No, was it?
Or was it Adam? No, was it Adam Warren? I want to say it's Ryan Kinnaird, but
it was when they were younger, where they showed her and
that was Ryan Kinnaird, man, who apprenticed from Adam Warren, and Ryan Kinnaird's awesome, man. But like I said,
it was good, you know, and I enjoyed it. But I mean, for me, like Battle Chasers, it was, you know, I'm Joe Mad. That was, you know,
exactly. Joe Mad was like the best thing, man.
Oh my god! Like I have his entire run on the X-Men and the Uncanny X-Men.
When he came around, dude, when everybody left and formed Image, and then it was just kind of like, what's gonna happen now? You know what I mean? And then it was just kind of like different artists here and there. Then all of a sudden, I'm just at the comic store and I see Rogue with a different haircut, and I'm like, that's fucking Ghost in the Shell, the Major Kusanagi haircut, that jacket, everything. And I was like, and I start looking through it. I'm like, who is this artist? It's more like of an anime style. And then it was Joe Mad, man. And then it just took off, man. There were so many cool characters. Remember Blink? That was a cool character. So much awesome stuff, man. So this is issue 2 right here.
Yeah, so that's the issue 2 where with Bakuman Studio.
Okay.
So like they, you know, Oscar did the illustrations, and then his team did the colors, and then of course I do all the lettering on my books.
Me too. I always do the lettering, man, because even I can't just give a letterer the script after the artist worked on it, because I just have to have the last say. Like when I'm lettering it, like sometimes that panel that they did doesn't quite match what I originally had in the script. So I'm like, you know what, it would be better if this happened instead. Just kind of adjust it a little bit.
Well, that's too is like, so with Nightwolf, I do all the lettering, but Snowpaw, because like I'm writing it on the fly. Dave Lentz is my letterer because I'm trying to like save myself a little bit of time. But he's getting the most accurate, like up to date stuff, except for if something has to change because of the panels. He and I work rather nicely together, you know, to fix stuff, and he's very intuitive about it. But for Nightwolf, it's been scripted the first 12 issues since 2013. So like I have to go in and update it, even if like, you know, I'm like, ooh, that was bad, I need to redo
Since we started Still Ill, I've lettered every single book that I've done. Nightmare, she lettered, I think, 2 issues of Cannibal Kitty, because that's her baby, you know, she can do what she wants. And then and I think in our anthology that tells of Ill, I think Sean Gavrin lettered a story that he wrote, but I drew it. But yeah, it's just like I just can't let anybody letter my stuff.
Like I say, with Dave, you know, I don't know what it is. He has something cool about it. But that's one of my so what's cool about this is Carlos does mostly everything digitally, right?
Okay.
So this flashback scene here, so this is basically Snowpaw telling Nightwolf of the werewolf origins, like of their particular breed. And he hand drew on like a parchment paper and then inked it to make it look like textile.
Okay.
And like he actually mailed me from Chile the actual original pieces.
Oh, nice.
So that was like super cool. And then so I had to have Gat like kind of put like a kind of a monochromatic, you know, kind of like, so it wasn't like a full blown color scheme to go with it, you know, to make that, you know, story a little bit more epic.
Yeah, we got from Show Me the Mendozas. He says, just a heads up, for some reason I cannot figure how to order multiple sets of the same book on the night with Kickstarter. Tried several times, can't find the option to increase quantity. Do you have things as added as add-ons?
So I have a bunch of add-ons. I don't have like the single issues as add-ons, just because Kickstarter's add-on system is still kind of,
It's
not
wonky to you. Yeah.
But what I do is I have backer kit for the pledge manager.
Okay.
So after the campaign, they can, he could either like add like whatever he wants, as far as like, the extra during the campaign if he only wants to pay once.
Yeah.
And then apply it later. Or just, whenever the backer kit pledge manager, he can add any of the variants because they're all available there.
Okay, yeah. So Show Me the Mendozas, man. Wait for the survey and then just add as much as you want. Yeah. So yeah, I sit there and I add every single item into the add-on section, dude. So it's like that's what I told them, man. I was just I had a meeting with Kickstarter and I was like, what would you want to see, And I was like, when I make a reward, there should be a button at the very bottom to say, also make this an add-on. And all I do is click it.
That would be cool.
And they said, and they're like, the guy's like, oh, that's a good idea. And I was like, please do that. Oh my God.
What kills me though is like the going from Kickstarter to backer kit. Yeah. That's part of the reason too why I don't do as many add-ons. Because I have a bunch of like random stuff in like the add-ons, which we'll get to later as we scroll down. But like, to add all of that stuff and then have to connect all that stuff in the back end in the backer kit is just so much time and so much work.
Yeah. Look at this punch, dude. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, man. So this is what I love about like their dynamic. So like, her being like 200 years older than him, she has her werewolf life experience, and he's a kid in high school. He just turned 18, so he's still a pup. As far as like when it comes to like werewolves, right? So she's and he's very snarky and sarcastic, which because she's 19th century, he's modern times, doesn't quite go well together. So like she's putting him in his place, and it's one of my favorite dynamics to write.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, Andrew, I'll be there all 3 days, man. So yeah, I'm just telling you, man. Friday, I'm leaving at 8. I don't want to do that, man. So also just keep it on the down low, guys, even though this is live to anybody who wants to watch it, that most likely you might, if you live in Cincinnati or whatever, and you're going to come to the horror show, just in case you're not going to make it to C2E2, I will bring the C2E2 exclusives with me, just so if you want them, you can grab them. So just ask, like back in the day, swap meet style, when you go to the knife table and ask for a butterfly knife, and they just pull it from underneath. And you're like, there it is. Like, or I should get ninja stars. You got any ninja stars? And then they're like, no, we don't. And then the guy's like, hey, come here. I got
just use the code phrase. The wind blows between the cities.
Yeah. All right, another question from Show Me those. Do you plan on offering any of the issue 10 books in foil or metal? Maybe an option on backer kit.
So there will be a metal. There's a stretch goal. The first stretch goal after we hit goal. So at 12,000, there will be a metal version. Yes.
Nice. Look at that! It's so cool. It's so cool. There's a bunch of werewolf with a rifle, dude. That's awesome.
There's this one scene, like there's another part in that same issue where he like tucks the shotgun under his arm and like clicks it.
Yeah.
Because he's holding the sword and the shotgun, so he's like.
That's so hilarious. And this is set in present time, right?
Yes, yeah. So it's present time. So this is like a nightclub in Pittsburgh. That scene there. So everything's modern time. With obviously, you have the old, the old vampire, the old werewolves. Kind of like, so you still have like that kind of coming into play here. Like he's wearing an old Viking armor set from Snowpaw's mentor.
Man, you got a lot of content for people to look at like before we even get to the rewards, man. That's awesome.
Like I said, I want people to know that's what they want. You know, I want them to be like, hey, this series is cool. I like the interiors. You know.
Yeah, and you put the word balloons and everything, man. Like I just give people a collage with no words. Look at that. That's nice, right there. That's fucking cool.
And I love how Carlos puts the emotions, like, and you can see their emotions in the wolves' faces.
Emotion on a dog face, dude. That's like some Disney shit, man. That's cool.
Disney gone wrong.
Whenever I need like a good like face on an animal, like I never go to real life, man. I'm like, well, how did they draw it at Disney back in the day? Like, how did they draw a horse face back in the day or a dog face? Like, I rather look at that because it's a totally different anatomy.
Oh, for sure.
They always move the eyes to the front instead of the sides. Yeah, so, yeah, it's but it works out, man. It's the way to do it. So, especially with the horses, that's awesome.
For sure.
Is she a dragon?
No, so she's a demon, but the demon, her and Tartarus are kind of like draconic demons. Yeah. So it kind of like, you know, how the Bible mentions that there's dragons and stuff. So it's kind of that allusion towards that. But yeah, she's technically a succubus. Okay. And she's actually, I'm not going to spoil but she's actually somebody in his past. Okay. And right now he's in this issue, he's trapped in purgatory and he can't use his lycanthropy. Yeah. Because it's a power from nature, but he is able to use his kinetic energy if he focuses it in through the sword, which is something else entirely. So that's something that I'm kind of like finally getting to this late in the game.
Yeah. Do you reference like multiple different like mythologies and things like that when you do your stories?
So my mythology is basically I have celestials are my gods, if you will, or they're like, so there's seraphim celestials, which are angels, and then there's fallen celestials, which are like demons, and there's the mythic celestials, which are the beings that present themselves as gods, like the Greek gods, the Norse gods, but they're just these beings of light that can take form, and they also can like bear children and stuff. So they have like different things called elementals and other, you know, random things that I started introducing a lot more of that into Snowpaw, because like it's a lot older and I can play with a lot more fantasy stuff. Okay. Whereas like with this, it's still kind of like really mainly focused on like his origin. Yeah. But there is mentions of these things throughout the series. It's just I haven't really been able to open it up, which is what I plan to do starting with issue 13. He's going to be kind of like, after this closes out this story arc, he's going to go cross country and then kind of like, you know, see, you know, this new world open up to him as he's traveling.
Gotcha. Yeah, I always dabble like when, like, let's for instance, the last zombie tramp, Zula comes back as a Naga, so she's a snake, like a nice. You know, and that was the thing. Like, what do I say? Like, does she say that she's a Gorgon? Does she say that she's Naga? Like, what is she? You know, what mythology do I choose?
Right. Yeah.
I'm going for Naga, man. And then, you know, and then you just start reading up on stuff, and then you kind of make your own judgments and kind of like just change it a little bit, and like you take mythology and kind of tweak it and, you know, make it your own and stuff, you know. It's crazy. Let me see. What does this one say? Shit, zombie tramp was sure Pop turned into a werewolf. What would they look like? I don't know. We would have some green fur, and Sugar Pop's already kind of like a horse girl, but yeah, her face would have to go. I don't know. I don't know if I would do full wolf face. I don't know if I would do that. I don't know.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. You already got your wallet broke, these vampire comics, man. So Chris Enoch is in here. What's up?
Hey, Chris.
You guys, he's telling all you guys to get that over the 12K mark for Rob, man. Oh yeah, here's one. Will prints be available?
So we do mini prints throughout the campaign that unlock. Full size prints I usually do at cons or on my website.
Gotcha.
Just because when it comes to like shipping for, as you know, like shipping with Kickstarter stuff, like I try to keep it where everything kind of fits into that Gemini mailer. Anything bigger than that, the only other thing that I have bigger than that is like original art.
Okay.
But yeah, if you do like a 8x10 or 11x17, that's usually like exclusively through my website or while I'm at cons.
Do you ever put the original art up on the Kickstarter?
Oh yeah, they're in the add-ons. Yep.
Okay, they are awesome.
Yep. Yeah, there's actually a lot of really good ones from Chris Williams in there.
Okay. When are we gonna get the Still Little Princess comic and backstory? One day maybe, but I got too many projects going on, so the princess will just stay our mascot. She's amazing. People love her. Let's keep her mysterious, man. We don't need a whole story. Maybe if I made a story, you guys wouldn't love her as much. We'll keep that mystery going. So, all right, let's get into some covers, man. Bam. So we got our digital edition, right?
Yep.
And then it's a reward 5. So that 5 means $5.
Yeah, that's $5.
Perfect.
Yeah. I do the restaurant trick without the $sign.
I know. I'm always like that. Like at a restaurant, I'm like, how much is this? And I'm looking. I'm just like, I see like a number. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, I'm looking at a steak and stuff. I'm like, is it 16 ounces or $16?
Right, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's funny because I used to work for a restaurant chain for like 6 years, doing their web and graphic design stuff.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of like been ingrained into me is like to do it that way.
Yeah. I like how you actually put an image of a tablet because it's a digital edition.
Yeah, I try to make it as visual as possible. Like
spruce it up, man.
Yeah,
making it fancy.
Yeah, and I do the same thing too. Like I make it look like it's a physical book.
Yeah. Okay. Print edition. So here we got I see you actually put the angle on it and all that. I do that when I show off a square bound book. Nice. Just so they could be like, oh man, that's kind of thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, dude, actually, I even have a different layout for like the for like the trades. Like, so I have like for the flat like the soft covers, I like have a flat layout like that.
Yeah.
And then like for the hardcover, it's harder to do it that way. So like it's like the front with like the back, like in the.
Dude, is that hardcover? Is it die cut?
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh! All right, I'm gonna have to talk to you later about that.
Yeah, and it's what's cool about like Volume 1 and Volume 2 both have the die cut, and then Volume 1 has Nightwolf, Volume 2 has Snowpaw, and then there's a vellum over top of like.
What? Oh my gosh, that is. Are you getting? You're not gonna be at Three Rivers, you said, huh?
No, unfortunately, it's the same weekend as my daughter's dance recital. Like it's always that time of year. It's the same. I swear, it's the same weekend every time.
Dude, I want to see that book in person, man. That's awesome. That's cool.
Well, I know you said you're not going to be at Motor City tabling, but are you coming to like hang out or chill?
Yeah, I walk around. Like I go and I shop. Like last time I came with Polito because we were signing books together.
Oh, nice.
But we just shop. We went incognito. We like, don't show any product. Don't wear a Still Ill shirt. Yeah. Don't wear a Lady Death shirt. Let's do this, man.
Nice.
Put our hats on.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I'll have both volumes with me while I'm there.
Okay. Yeah, man.
I got 2 tables this year there.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I totally want to see that, man. That's impressive, man. I like that. Look at that. That's cool with the big ass sword right there.
Yeah, so that's my Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, man.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite like games. You know, like when PlayStation came out.
Yeah,
and like I always loved the like that whole like idea of with like the big sword and then like just and I think for me the big part of it like obviously the graphics for the time were great, but like. The story itself, the cinematics was amazing.
Man, and it was like if you look at it now, you're like, man, that looks so primitive. You know what I mean? Like, because we're talking PlayStation 1, and like, and you had to have buy that memory card and stick it in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, to be able to save the game.
Did you know that I've never finished Final Fantasy VII?
Really?
And you know why? Because I was done. I played the whole game. all I had to do was fight Sephiroth. So I just kept training. I was getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what I'm going to do before I beat the game? I'm going to breed chocobos.
Yeah.
So I was just working on trying to make a golden chocobo. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to breed chocobos. I'm going to get a golden chocobo, man.
Yep.
And then I'm going to fight Sephiroth and I'll be done. Okay. At the time, I started my freshman year of college. Okay. And so my roommate was really into playing Abe's Odyssey on the PlayStation, which is an amazing game.
Yeah.
But he decided that he needs to save every level on a separate file on my memory card. So he overrode my saved Final Fantasy VII game.
Oh.
So I never finished it, dude.
Oh yeah, that would be devastating.
Yeah.
All that time and effort just gone out the window.
Yeah, so that was Nathan hit a pull. Nathan hit a pull. That sucks, man. I never finished it because of you. Oh my goodness, that's awful. Yeah,
well, that's the one thing about, like, I was in 9th grade when I was playing, and so I really didn't have much of a life, I was a fat kid drawing in my room by myself. So
dude, 9th grade, man. So I'm like way older than you, huh?
Not that much older. My wife is 5 years older than me, so shh, don't tell anybody.
Hey, look at this art. I know that guy.
Hey,
look at Dan Mendoza cover right there, man. What's this artist's name?
So his name is Levi Hilton, but it's Nicotonic. Nicto Inc. Yeah, Nicto Inc. Illustration. Yeah, Illustrations is his call name, if you will.
That's pretty nice, man.
Yeah, he does a lot of like really like creepy, gorgeous, creepy like stuff. I mean, if you're looking for, because I know you like that. Yeah, he's a good one to hit up for that.
Wait a minute, on Facebook he starts doing stuff for Mike Tenner, right?
Yeah.
And it's like really kind of just violent demon kind of cool.
He did the Death Knell with the with the I don't know, it was the Shoggoth or what was like
I
the
know
tentacle
exactly.
one. Yeah,
I just started following him, man. Like,
yeah, that's him. Yeah, he does a lot of when I saw his art. Yeah. I knew he had to do this character. Like, there was hands down, I knew exactly which character he was doing.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
And then I couldn't, the reason he did two of them, two versions of her, was he did the two layouts, and I'm like, dude, I can't choose. I'm like, he's like, all right, well, I'll get you a deal. We'll do both. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. John says, how do I pledge to the Kickstarter? You just go to Kickstarter, look up. What do you look up? Nightwolf, right?
Or the quick URL is nightwolf.com or nightwolf.lonewolfcomics.com. That'll redirect you right to the Kickstarter. Yeah, it's an easier URL to remember than that long. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and then also, John, tomorrow when I wake up, I always go back into the night before video, which is this video, and I update the description section, and I put links to everything we talked about. So you can just click on it. So, all right, let's see. Let's go through some more here. All right, here's another Dan Mendoza. This is the not safe for work version with the little woofs on it. So just FYI, these woofs are not printed on the paper.
Yeah, that's just so that the powers that be don't shut me down.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So.
But yeah,
these are all the digital collection right here, man.
Yeah, so that's the entire one. Like I said, that's got so what the collection has Volume 1, Volume 2, which collects 1 through 4 and then 5 through 8 with all the extra. So there's 16 additional story pages in each, and the additional pinup art and cover art. So that's why that's in there like that. And then issue 9, 10. Snowpaw 1, 2, and 3, and then the kids book for anybody who wants to either read that to their kids or just whatever.
Yeah, and then the Snowpaw is this is the main character, right? This blonde girl, right?
Yeah.
It's just the coloring just gives me Celtic vibes.
Yeah, so it's so Mog Park is the illustrator for the book.
Mog Park is awesome.
Yes, she does amazing work for it, and it's nice too because having the two different art styles. Yeah. Hers fits very well with that 19th century look. you know, because since her work with Game of Thrones is like what I was like following her from, and I was like, that would be super awesome to have, you know. And it just happened that she had bought my Nightwolf issues 1 through 4 when I was doing a live show with Honorary Compman. You know, it was like, whoa, Mog Park's buying my stuff. And then I was like, hey, would you like to do a book?
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah. Man, you got some cool covers, man.
Thank you. Well, I mean, you know, the artists like you, I try to get the best. Yeah, you know, as a comic book fan, I want to see great art, and as a you know, so I'm trying to put it out. If like I'm gonna buy it, it's got to be looking good, right? So why did I put anything out less out?
That's what I do too. I'm just like, man, would I want to buy this? Like everything I do, I'm just like, man, like, but what I wanted, you know what I mean? I'm always think of like as a comic book shopper, you know.
Yeah, so we have different catch-up tiers with like the different limited editions.
There's that
that
homage cover.
Yeah, that's a Sean Forney cover.
Nice.
Yeah, that was one of my Wolverine was always one of my favorites, so I was like, of course I have to have that one.
Yeah, that's cool, man. This is Nicto Inc. again, huh?
Yeah, so that's all. You can get all 4 of his together.
Wow, that's so cool.
Like I packaged yours together, I packaged his together.
Yeah. I like how you take the time to design it all nice with divide it with the blades and all that.
Yes, that's the graphic designer in me.
Man, good presentation, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is awesome. And then this is Lena Dye, right?
Yeah, so that's Lena. She's got 3 covers she's done for me.
Yeah, we've used her a couple times.
Yeah, she does some gorgeous work.
Have you used Lyrics yet?
I have not yet.
Yeah, Lyrics is awesome, man.
I'll check it out.
Super nice person.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying out a couple new artists for this year, and some of them work out and some of them don't. Like some of them are just kind of extra, you know. You're just like, I like it when it's just easy. Like, here, can you do this cover? Yes. Show me some roughs. They showed me some roughs. I pick one. They get it done. I pay them. Like sometimes there's stipulations involved, or the finished product doesn't look like the rough. You know, they changed their mind and didn't feel like showing you, and just all these things, man. I'm just like, come on.
No, I mean, like working with you was like a dream. It was just like, hey, here's this. Hey, this is done. Yeah.
That's good to know, because I kind of like I don't like to stop what I'm doing and do a cover for someone. It takes a lot, and it's like, so it's kind of like, did I show you more than one rough?
You showed me a couple. The one looked like Lena's.
Yes.
We talked about that.
Yep. And you're like, hey, I already have a cover like that. So I did another rough, and then it was like after that, it was just like we were done.
Yep.
And that's cool, because if I work with someone and it's just like, and they're like, well, can you move the hand to the left a little? Can you change this finger angle? Can you do it? Like, where it's constantly nitpicking.
Yeah.
And then they start nitpicking on your color palette and stuff. I'm like, yeah, we're not working together again, dude.
Yeah. You could definitely tell when like it's like an uphill battle. You're like, yeah, that's not happening again.
Yeah, I like the Wolfpack shirt. That's cool.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's Carlos did the drawing, and then I there was a black and white, and then I did the rest of it.
You do a mystery slab book?
I do, yeah.
That's cool. So it's a slab book. You don't know the grade, you don't know the cover, and they just grab it.
So there's different levels to it. So in my Nightwolf mystery box, you can get between a 9.4 on. In my Lone Wolf Comics mystery box, it's a guaranteed 9.8 or better.
Yeah.
In this, the alpha tier, that's a 9.8 or better.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and then there's some. Matter of fact, I think I can pull one up for you real quick.
Red Sea, what's up, man? Guess what I'm working on right now? I can't show anybody on YouTube because of its content, but yeah, I'm working on your cover, man. Awesome, man. Look, there's going to be, we're going to unlock another lenticular for the current campaign probably tomorrow.
Yeah, so one of them will be this gorgeous sketch cover.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, this is done by who was it Chris Mad? Yeah, Chris. Yeah, so we disappeared. We're gone.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I just wanted to get a close up of it.
Yeah, so this is
Whoa.
Stupid background thing.
So
So yeah, this is a Chris Mad original.
Wow.
And it's a 9.8.
CGC.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I got a bunch of them like that. I got, all kinds of CGCs all boxed up and ready to go from, different cons and, running into some of the artists and, having them sign the books if they did a cover.
Yeah. Man, look at all these covers you've had. Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah, so it goes the 1 through 10 and then the Snowpaw 1 through 3 and then all their covers go across.
Yeah. Who did this very bottom right one?
That's Joseph Schmolke.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I love he's done 2 for me. He's an awesome artist. He's a great guy too. I met him in person at a con. Really, really nice dude, and really into horror too.
Oh, nice. Who did this cover?
So that is my Wolfpack Megan Alferter. She actually goes to Motor City every year, but she's from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I met her at my very first con in Pittsburgh, and we've been friends ever since. She's been doing these sketch covers for me. She actually does the commissions for this one. She also did an actual cover for Snowpaw 2.
Yeah.
She did a variant cover, and she is the artist who designed my plush toys and my Wolfpack Pups book.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. And here's your acrylic stands. Are you using the people I sent you?
Yes. Yeah. They've been really good.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if I sent you the new people or the old people because the old people are the worst.
Yeah. Well, whoever I'm using now, they've been pretty good.
Okay. And like, is the acrylic like nice and thick and it's double sided and stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it comes like with a coating on it that you peel off, and it looks super bright. Yeah,
it's the best, dude. Like, I put how it comes in a little plastic bag.
Yeah.
Each one. We make these little square stickers that let people know that there's a clear coating.
Oh, no, that's a good idea.
Because we always get messages. We're like, oh, mine's all scratched up and messed up, or the colors are dull. I'm like, dude, you got to peel that thing.
Yeah, off. Right. Yeah.
So I have the little sticker that says, hey, you should peel that off.
Yeah. I probably should do something like that. I haven't had any complaints yet because I remember the first time I did it that I had that I actually showed. In like one of my updates, like I showed like the before and after.
Nice. I did that with the comic keepers, like because people are like, oh, how come it's not put together, or I don't know how to put it together, and it's so easy. You peel off the tabs and you just pull on the sides, and it folds itself. Into place. So I just made a video real quick. I'm like, here's how you do it, and I played like how-to music and.
Oh, nice.
So funny. These Legos, man.
Oh yeah. So like I was really big into Legos when I was growing up, and then my sons had like all like the Batmans and Marvel Legos and stuff. So like that, and I found out through Tyler James at Comics Tribe that there's this guy out there who customizes these for your characters, and ever since then I've been like every campaign I do a new one. So like this campaign, we're doing one of the witches that you did. Last campaign, we did the sister, which was her.
Oh, okay.
And then we did so this campaign, the new one is the Goth witch.
Oh, nice.
So now they can get them both together if they want.
Nice. So what made you decide to do Wolf Pups?
So. Megan did a pinup for the Nightwolf Volume 1. Here, actually, let me pull that up. And it was like she did the twin witches in like lingerie, but they were also holding a Nightwolf voodoo doll, right? So this is the
nice, dude.
Yeah, so this is her pinup that's in the trade, and she added that voodoo doll. And everybody's like, oh my God, that voodoo doll's so cute. You should make a plushie out of it, right?
Yeah.
I was like, all right, yeah, sure. So I ran a campaign for it, and it was the 5th anniversary of Nightwolf issue 1. So I did like a connecting cover of issues 1 through 6.
Yeah.
Like a special editions. And so that was kind of like where I got started. Then I was like, all right, well, you know, we were also reading like, you know, kids' books to my daughter, and I was backing campaigns like C is for Cthulhu to get books to read to my daughter.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, why don't I do a board book and give a reason why we have this voodoo doll? And that's kind of like where it all stemmed from, was that like the two wolf pups were out trick-or-treating, and you know, then that the witches, you know, turned Nightwolf into the voodoo doll. And
Yeah.
so that was what was fun about it. And then we, you know, obviously then had to have all 3 plushes, you know, done it. So we just, matter of fact, was it the end or beginning of February, we funded for the Snowpaw plush.
Okay. How'd that go?
Good. Yeah, we funded, we got enough, and now that should be in a couple months, because it's done. They're produced in China, so they'll be here. Yeah. You know, once they get across in the boat.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes some stuff that we order from China, it comes like right away, man. But there's some stuff like they send it on a boat, and I'm just sitting there waiting around.
Well, then you have to wait for it to get through the customs too, because it can be sitting at the port for how long?
Like that's what's happening with our latest comic keepers for Ilcon. Like I'm like, did you ship them yet? Like, no. I'm like, come on, ship them, because I know it takes a while through customs.
Right? Yeah. Get it through.
Yeah. So, man, both of these are die cut on this hardcover.
Yep. And so my plan for it is, so since I have 12 issues for this first story arc, there's the evil werewolf is going to be on the 3rd volume.
Wow.
And then I'm going to get a slipcase, so you can put all 3 of them in.
That's dope. Man, $50. That's a deal, dude. That's a good deal, man. $50 for that hardcover.
152 pages, die cut, hard, with that vellum overlay.
Yeah, I gotta get the name of your guy that does hardcovers, man. Every time we try to do a hardcover, it's a nightmare, dude. It's
a company through Alibaba and over in China.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, I'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine for me, man. We love some Alibaba.
So. Yeah, so there's that space. That empty space in the metal cover area. That's where that stretch goal is going to land.
Okay. Yeah.
No, yeah, we were talking about the mystery boxes. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah. There's your original art right here.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's a Headwind.
Headwind's awesome.
Yeah, I've been not meaning to get back with him on another cover, but I have a long list of artists that I want to get.
Yeah. Imagine. Chris Williams. The Chris Williams is pretty dope.
Oh yeah, he has his own book, so like a supernatural book with a werewolf. It was how I found him, and I was like, you can draw werewolves. I need you to draw me a cover, you know. So like he's been with me, you know, doing covers for a while.
This one where he's kissing, was that Wolf Pup, right? Like
Snowpaw, yeah.
Snowpaw, sorry. It's just like, it just seems like an iconic like moment, you know what I mean? It's just
that's just it. It's one of those things. So like, it's kind of like a weird quadrangle love thing going on, because like, you know, he's actually like his whole thing is that he's trying to save his high school girlfriend from the master vampire, who believes that she is the reincarnation of his dead fiance from the Boston Massacre.
Oh wow!
And then Snowpaw, who sees some similarities in Nightwolf to like her mate that was murdered by Blackclaw, which is the evil werewolf, starts to kind of like fall for him. So it's this weird, you know, there's a lot of like weird bent up tension between everything that's going on. While so like, matter of fact, I posted the colored version of that, and one of my friends, Daphne Lage, she's done work for me, and she does her own books as well. Eagle Raven is one of them. Great fantasy series. But she was like, finally.
Oh man. All right, it's already 9, man. Usually we stop at 9, but I still want to show off some other Kickstarters, and then we'll call it a night. Are you down with that?
Yeah, man, sure.
All right, cool. Let me do my. I gotta do the what's on Kickstarter video, or is it okay? Or is it right here?
How about this one?
So let's go into the Kickstarters, and where is it? I'm gonna go back in here. All right, first we're gonna do is I summoned a demon, and she's kind of my type. This is a catch-up Kickstarter for issues 1 through 3. I advise everybody to get this. I read this book. It's funny. It's fun. And also, I'm doing a cover for their next issue that's coming out in about a month or so. So
Nice.
now's a good time to get caught up on it. I really like the interior art. This is the interior artist right here. It's just simple and cartoony. Yeah, this is his art right here. It's just so fucking cool, man. So simple. But yeah, it's kind of like a slice of life kind of genre. But yeah, it has a little bit of action here and there, but it's really cool. They've had a couple of like seasonal stories too. Like they did, there was a Halloween one they did with a pumpkin girl, and it was really, I liked it a lot. It was cool.
Nice.
They get covers like Ilaria, which is, this one's awesome, man.
Oh yeah, that's pretty sweet.
We have Ilaria working on a cover right now, so I'm trying her out for the first time. It's so funny, like you see a cover like this, and it's just so different from this.
Like the art, yeah.
Yeah, you know, this is the book. And then
well, that's kind of like the same. Death Knell was the same way. Like it had all these like know really like, but then it had like the cartoony like insides, which it worked for it. But I mean, still, it's hilarious.
And I like the interiors on Death Knell, man. I like their pudginess and everything. It's just
oh yeah, I like a little bit of grass, you know.
Yeah, and this Dravicus. Dravicus is so dope, man. Like we started using him. He has some good stuff, man. He has a Sugar Pop cover that we're doing. I think it's in June Kickstarter or something. But man, it's so good.
Nice.
Yeah. Look at this. This is Cirque. If you guys know Cirque, he mostly does Twitter, which is X now. But yeah, he goes by Cirque du Soleil. But Cirque is awesome, man. He's an artist that we've been using here and there, and he's also we have a new series coming out. I Beat Things with My Face, which is it's the long title, Rob. I don't know if you heard me say it. It's I Beat Things with My Face. Tale of the Headless Barista Who Just Wanted a Normal Life. That's the name of the title book. And it's a slice of life book about a Dullahan that works at a coffee shop. And I did issue 1, and we're giving that away free at IlCon. That's in May.
Nice.
Yeah, I invite anybody to come. It's only a 4-hour drive for you if you want to come.
Something like that.
But yeah, that book is free to everybody that attends. So But Cirque is going to be the interior artist on issue 2, 3, and 4. So next year we're going to have a Kickstarter for issue 2, but we're also going to include issue 1 for the people that missed it. So it'll be an issue 1, 2 Kickstarter. But yeah, he's awesome, man. And this is, I don't know. Oh yeah, this is it's just FHK or something like that. I follow him or her. I don't even know, but I follow them on Instagram, man, and it's such a cool style.
It reminds me of, was that Mercy Sparks?
Oh yeah, total. Got some Mercy Sparks on that. Yeah. Josh Blaylock, man. So Play Demon, who's this artist? This is I don't know, satellite art. But yeah, here's the interiors, man. Look at that. It's just simple and cool, man. It's just fun shit. So that is I Summoned a Demon, and she's kind of my type. I advise everybody to back that and grab that. I'll put the links for it tomorrow when I wake up. And then another one, speaking of Cirque, this is his own title. This is Big Titty Goth Girlfriends on the Moon, issue number 5. I got issue 1 through 4. This is how I found him in the first place. And it's just so funny. It's a really funny book. It's with a title like that, it's amazing that there's nothing raunchy about it. There's no nudity. You know what I mean? It's just funny, dude. And and it's just really cool. I don't know if you even looked through this book at all, Rob, but look at these are the interior pages. It's just amazing, man. Yeah, Cirque is just a badass. But yeah, the first 4 issues, I thought that was it. He was just going to do 4 issues, but then this number 5 came out of nowhere, dude. I'm just like, that's awesome. But yeah, he always just does a few covers, and that's it. He calls it good, man.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
yeah. There's his.
Is that a Blink 182?
Yeah, it's Blink 182. I did that too with a Cannibal Kitty, man. It's just such a well-known cover, man. Everybody knows it, dude. It's like I don't even listen to that band, but you know.
but I mean, everybody knew that album.
Yeah, everybody knew it. Just like the Nirvana album, you know.
Yeah,
it's just the thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's got some cool stuff. He's got his acrylic stands. He's got his mouse pads. You know, all kinds of cool stuff.
I keep thinking about doing one of those, but I haven't.
Mouse pad?
Yeah, I haven't pulled the trigger yet.
I did one once, and I did the manufacturer. I don't think the manufacturer did a good enough job, so I did order this one of Cali, and it's really nice quality. So I might hit him up and ask him who's using.
Nice.
But Alibaba, a couple people have hit me up on there, and because the one people I use, they wouldn't even give me a template. I had to kind of guess of where everything goes. You know,
that's crazy.
So that was kind of lame. So I'm not down for that. So.
Well, I think it's. Have you seen like those like pop up like people who are like basically like kind of like wizard pins? They're like a middleman that like charge but they actually just go to like Alibaba and then they charge you for it.
Exactly, dude. It's just so lame, dude. Let's see. Let's go to Black Phantom. This one. I don't know this guy or nothing. I just like this. This is 23 days left. I really like the art on this book. It just looks so awesome, man. Do you know this person? Chad Townsend.
No.
I don't know him, but this is a nice book.
Yeah, the art's definitely stylized, too.
This is his art, dude, and I don't know if he wrote the story I was thinking, but, like, I totally want to read this. Dude, nice. that cover is awesome, man.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
And, look, this is the interiors. Look at this shit.
Oh, even it's like the grayscale is, like, even clean enough. Like, sometimes, like, when, it's straight up black and white, it's hard to see, but like that's like nicely like shaded. Yeah. Let's
see. Look at that. That's the character design. Just really cool.
Yeah, shit, that mask is like the stylization. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, look at this face, man. Isn't that awesome? It's like totally like a Day of the Dead feel. You know, it's like
aliens meet Ghost, the band.
So this is something he's working on. It says Holy Terror #1 glow in the dark variant. So. That's freaking cool.
Nice.
That's one thing I haven't done yet is glow in the darks, man. I really want to do that.
I have done a glow in the dark cover.
Yeah.
And definitely I mean the company I used I wouldn't use for again because like the glow in the dark was peeling off of the cover. So I was very disappointed in that.
Yeah, I need to find a glow in the dark that I can trust that someone highly recommends, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Chad Townsend, man.
Nice.
Black Phantom, Holy Terror. Nice and simple, easy Kickstarter. He already met his goal. Look at this. 23 days ago. I think this is a nice looking book. You guys should jump on that.
Nice.
And then we saved the best for last, man. 25th anniversary. Jim Ballant, man. Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose. With my favorite character right there, Raven Hex. Yeah, look at this. This just went live yesterday. He's killing it, man. And doing what's crazy. This is what blows my mind. Okay, 73K, right? But only 500 backers.
Oh, yeah. They're dropping some serious.
That is nuts, dude.
I just heard about this series.
Really?
Somebody was talking about it like last year.
Wow.
So I guess it probably, and of course, now that like, I'm temporarily unemployed.
Yeah. I'm going to play the video on this one because it's just, you don't really see Jim Ballant ever talk on a video, and then all of a sudden he did for his 25th anniversary of this amazing series. So,
hello, I'm Jim Ballant. 25 years ago, I drew the first issue of Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose. All the experts at the time told me the series would not last past issue 3. But guess what? You proved them wrong. excited to announce I'm drawing issue 145 of Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose. And I'm bringing it to you here on this Kickstarter. So please join me on this adventure with Broadsword Comics.
Man, that's what do you say? Awesome. Issue what? 145 or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
That's nuts, man.
Insane. That's the goal there.
Right?
You know, like people ask me like how many issues of Nightwolf do I have like planned? I'm like, I've been planning to do this as an ongoing series. If I can keep doing it, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, Zombie Tramp I think went up to issue 72 or something with that publisher, and it's kind of like when I got the rights back, I continued after issue 56 because that was Janie Bell's last book, and then 57 they started with a new character that became Zombie Tramp. So it was kind of like let's forget that and let's just go with where I left off, which was
right.
57.
Yeah, exactly.
But
nice.
But yeah, look at awesome another team that just is killing it, and they do limited. There's only a few covers. It's not a big deal. They just knock out a few covers and call it good, man. I've backed this already. I always got to. I really like this cover. I backed that cover. I'm more prone to Raven Hex, so I got this cover. Yeah, it's really awesome. I think I got both of these covers.
Nice.
I think, man, it would be so dope if this one right here had a glow in the dark on it.
Yeah, that would look awesome.
Yeah. I really like this kind of dead-eyed face that he does on her, man. His coloring has evolved so much from back in the day. It's crazy.
Well, I'm sure the tools also like have changed, so it's gotten, you know, a little bit more advanced too.
Yeah, exactly. The tools, man. And then he does these retro covers, man. So this is like a homage to a Red Sonja cover.
Oh,
this
yeah.
This is his art still, but he just retroed it out, man. It's just so cool.
That's sick. I keep thinking about like going since I have more time on my hands and that I'm not like at a full-time job.
Yeah.
Trying to make this full-time. That I should go back and start like drawing again because like it's been a while since I did the original character designs that I gave to Carlos.
Yeah.
And my style is a lot more simplistic than like his.
Yeah.
But like seeing all these books come out with like those simplistic looks, like I keep thinking I'm like I want to go back, do like a retro, like not completely flat look, but you know, like, you know, the 90s before like Photoshop and you know, digital coloring. They kind of get that look to it, you know.
Yeah, and then his wife Holly Golightly, man. Holly G is known for working on Archie and stuff like that. So she always throws down on some cool covers, and, like,
which is hilarious because like they have like the Archie illustrator
Archie it up, and
she's not safe.
Yep, and she's done that for us too, man. I'll be like, hey, give me a couple Archie covers for our characters, and she'll throw down, man, and we make them look like Archie covers, man. They're so fun.
Do I have drawings? Let me see. So this is an old, but like I was test drawing Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
You know, but that's like just one that I had like in my I think I have like a nook over here with like my drawing sketch pads that I haven't touched in years.
Yeah, one of the things I did, man, when I first started, because I used to always just make comic books and not finish them, you know.
Yeah.
But just
from I started. Speaking of that, I actually started doing a. So this was the start of a panel book. Now.
You keep.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Yeah. So this was a start to a panel book that I was doing.
Okay.
Just that I never finished. You know, but yeah. that's what I mean. Like, you know, just that was like college, and then I got, you know, work, and then kids, and then just you know how long time, you know, drawing sometimes. You know?
Yeah. What's dope is he always does these original art pieces, man, and those go as soon as the campaign launches, man. These are gone. So it's just,
I'm sure, yeah.
Look at these It's so freaking cool. This one you can actually this is for 5 available of a commission. He'll just like, what do you want me to draw? I'm like, that's freaking cool, man. And then this one I wanted, but it sold out right away. So.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, this Batgirl is really cool.
Well, yeah, because he did Catwoman too,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, he's known for his Catwoman fame, man. So that's what's awesome. Look at it, he just draws upright like that. That's
dude,
cool.
that's amazing.
Man, that's good for your back, though, man.
Right? Yeah, because I remember being like hunched over, all like shrimping and everything.
Yeah. And look at Holly's throwing down on these original arts, man. Look at that, Sabrina, man. That's freaking clean.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, those are all the books I recommend. I really want to see if maybe Holly and Jim want to come on my show to talk about their Kickstarter. I don't know. We'll see. I'll ask them. It can't hurt to ask, right?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, can't hurt to ask. So all right, let's go back to this one. All right, man. So that's about it. Anything you want to close out and about the campaign or anything?
Yeah. So this one is a short one, actually. So it's a 15-day campaign. Trying to like cut out the dead zone, if you will.
Yeah.
So yeah, this go, back it, and there's a lot of great covers like we talked about. There's a lot of great original art. There's a lot of great catch-up tiers. And again, you can go to Backer Kit after the campaign if you want to match, and if you don't want to get like the bundles I've selected. But yeah, for those of you who are basically new to Nightwolf, it's a story about a young man who finds out he's born a werewolf, gets thrown into a supernatural war against demons, witches, vampires, other werewolves. And yeah, check it out.
Yeah, man, totally. And then also, if you're a fan of my art, man, go on there and back that Kickstarter and grab my covers. I rarely ever do covers for people, so this is a nice rarity. Does anybody want to ask any questions before we take off? Any one of us? So
anybody.
We'll count to 10. So this is streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram simultaneously. So
nice.
So, but you can't see any comments from Instagram. Like it doesn't work. So
yeah, that's really weird that like Facebook hasn't figured out how to do that since they own it.
Yeah, they'll figure it. Yeah, so I always just do it anyways, and then we end the live on it and stuff. But all right, so that's about it. Oh, let's go. I don't see the Mendoza covers as add-ons nor the print catch-ups as add-ons. I need to catch up on the Mendoza covers.
Yeah, okay. So as I was saying, you can get any of the covers and mix and match in the Backer Kit afterwards, after the campaign. We were talking about how the add-ons are still kind of like really tough to manage in Kickstarter, and then bringing them over into Backer Kit's a whole lot of back end work. So I would say if you wanted to get the one of the catch-up tiers that you want, or and then like you can get the Dan's covers later, or you could, if you want, you and I can talk in the back. If you want to message me, if you want to add the funds for Dan's covers on top of your catch-up tier, I'll make sure that those are saved for you. Or like I said, just like I said, they will be available in the Backer Kit in the back end.
And also Pickle Lips right here. Show Mendoza says you got to wait for the Backer Kit to add the primary options, man. So. But yeah, man, Pius, thank you, man. He's gonna check it out tomorrow.
Appreciate you.
Then what says, any other great covers you suggest, Rob, personally?
On the campaign, yeah. I mean, definitely the Nicto or Nicto Inc.
Nicto Inc. Man,
yeah,
I say Nicto Inc. all the way.
Those are gorgeous covers. The Chris Williams ones are always great. And obviously, like Carlos, my main guy, he does gorgeous work. Chris Enot is also on this campaign.
Oh, he is?
Yes, he has a gorgeous cover with Snowpaw fighting Circe, which is the Goth witch. So that's another good one. The Final Fantasy homage by Evan Scale. He's a great artist. I think he's from Greece, which is cool.
Okay.
And then I'm missing somebody. I know. Oh, Gerald von Stoddard does an amazing one with the 2 demons on it.
Okay. You know what? All this talk and showing off Kickstarters, I have a Kickstarter going.
Right? I was going to say, why haven't we seen yours?
I didn't even show it, man. All right, let's show it real quick. That's like the whole reason.
Your partner's like, come on, man, show our book.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, so let me get in here. Let me present. Thought we were gonna go, but man, I gotta talk about Zombie Tramp versus Hack Slash. So here we go, guys. We are at 84K 901 backers. That just happened today, man. That's awesome.
Dude, I want to be you when I grow up.
So thank you guys so much, man. That's really cool. 901 backers, man. That's
dude,
so
that's
cool,
insane.
I love it, man. Was it? I think the last campaign we did for Zombie Tramp, it was over 1,000 backers, man. That was so great. I always love it, man. Getting a lot of backers, man. That just shows that people are subscribing to that newsletter, man. They're following you. They're in it, man. So
the highest I think I ever got was with Snowpaw issue 1. I was almost 800 backers. I was like six backers shy.
Wow, that's good, man. I think, man, 500 backers is good, man. I think, but it's just like, man, it's crazy. So we got Meet the Team. We got Nightmare Lynch, the still ill president. We got me, always with my head down working. We got Tim Seeley, the creator of Hack Slash. We got Sean Gaverin, who helped did most of the writing on this. All I did was just help figure out the plot with them. You did the rest. Pablo Munoz is our interior artist on this book, and it's beautiful. Zong Brothers did the interior colors, and I got to tell you, Pablo Munoz is our new rock star. He's even going to be at IlCon, flying in all the way from Chile. And he is our new interior artist for Sad Psycho Baby and the upcoming Wicked Tales of the Cannibal Kitty. Man, he is the man. Then, speaking of the man, Russ Cassidy over here, the survey master. And then we got Savannah. Savannah does all our fulfillment. A one-woman gang, man. She knocks it out, dude. But yeah, we got a rundown of the characters. If you've never heard of Zombie Tramp, then here's a little bio. Here's a little link to read books, get digital, get physical, all that stuff. Same thing with Cassie Hack. If you know Zombie Tramp but don't know Cassie Hack, here's a quick bio. You got your links to check out her books. There's a lot of omnibuses, man. It's insane what the issue's about. And then here's some preview pages. This is the work of Pablo Munoz. Like I said, the art is just amazing. Really cool stuff, man. Look at that. Look at that angry Zombie Tramp, man. It's just cool. Yeah, she's always just in a mood. But yeah, here's a little bit of action sequence right here. Cool stuff. But yeah, here's our covers. I'll just go through the cutes. So we got the main cover, man, because it's Pablo Munoz doing the interiors. The main cover has to be his book. So this is the cover, man. This is the cover of covers. I always like it when they make it look like a movie poster, you know.
Dude, she's so like, you see that 6-pack? I mean, damn.
Yeah, man. I'm always like anti 6-pack on Zombie Tramp, and I didn't really even think about it until I turned it in for colors, and then it came back all ripped. I was like, oh no, but that's okay. Zombie Tramp jumps in and out of different bodies.
So she still got the thighs and the tits. That's all that matters.
Yeah, she's always taking over people's bodies, so maybe she jumped into a crazy fitness person. This is a new artist we're using, King Rupert. Amazing, man. King Rupert is awesome. A lot of people are digging this cover, which is we appreciate. And he's got, man, we've lined him up on covers all year, man. It's cool stuff. I really like his coloring style. It's very kind of watercolory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice and subtle too.
Yeah. Nightmare Lynch threw down on the cover right here. Yeah, that's just cool. Her design on her, like, let's say the background and just like the retro kind of circled and stuff like that. It's just cool, man. It's a womanly touch, dude. Like I don't pick these color palettes. She does, you know what I mean? This is her color palette and my color palette are insanely different, man. It's like she could walk in a room. I'm like, what's this missing? And she's like, there's no pink, you know.
Mm-hmm. But you know, they say that women see more variation of color than guys.
Huh. I believe that. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Totally. Bill McKay, as always, we can't do a campaign without Bill McKay. And this is Tim Seeley throwing down for this campaign, man. This cover is really awesome.
Nice. Bill's another one that I've asked to do a cover at. I got to chase down.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Tim Seeley. Chris Enoch right here. Chris Enoch, he's like, when am I going to get to do a cover for you? I'm like, you really want to do a cover, man? He's like, yeah. I was like, Hack Slash versus Zombie Tramp, get it done. So.
Yeah, I think he was toggling between yours and mine.
Oh, really? And this turned out good. It
did. It came out real good.
A lot of people are digging the cover, so that's great. Drax Gal, of course, everybody's digging this cover.
Mm-hmm.
Just the perspective alone on these buildings is insane.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, like his perspective is just it's unmatched.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I'm just like, wow, why are you putting so much time into this? That's crazy.
He's like, yeah, I actually spent 5 minutes on it.
Yeah, he wants that extra credit, man. Yeah, man. Sour Acid, we've used him a few times now. He did this cool cover where it looks like they're doing a live video on their phones. Really cool. We put Pablo's face right here.
The TikTok.
Yeah. There's my cover. I call this one Boba Break. This whole story takes place in a mall after hours, so a lot of it's very mall themed.
Nice.
So, and then Dravicus throwing down. This is the mall well right here, the mall fountain. Really cool, man. The wet shirt, man. I have not figured out how to do wet shirts. I need to practice my wet shirts because
that's a lot.
It's a lot to think about when you're doing it. Elias Chazudis and Miss Henpai. I always bank covers with her because you never know when she's available. So I just, whenever she's available, she lets me know, and I bank a cover, man, because I don't.
Well, that's like when I asked you, and I was like, man, I was like, when am I? I was like, I hope I get it sometime. And then you were like, hey, I'm ready. I'm like, woo!
Yeah, I'm just like, it has to be now. Like, it's not gonna be good next week. You know, like it's now. Like, so Mike McComb is the man, dude. Mike McComb came around on Zombie Tramp right after I left. When I left the publisher and stuff like that, and he had that nice cartoony style and everything. And then when I got the rights back, he was kind of shy. Like, I don't like kind of thinking him as himself as maybe a scab or something, because he came around after I left, you know. And I was like, dude, I love your art, man. Come do covers for us. And he's like, cool.
Right, yeah.
Then and Brian Maroglio, this is our first time using him, and we're gonna keep using him because this is awesome, man. These faces are just really nice too. Then Zong Brothers, man, epic as usual. Zong Brothers just know how to capture like an action sequence.
They're another ones on my list of artists to work with for sure.
Yeah, they're great, man. They're great to work with. And Zork, of course. Zork is his stuff is cool, man. It's like cartoony, but it's really rendered, you know.
Yeah, nicely detailed.
Yeah, so that's all that, and then we always offer I'll take them all if you just want everything. You got your blank sketch cover if you want to add that on. For merch, we got our acrylic stands. We got Janie in a cute and a kinky version, and we got the same thing with Cassie. And then we got our challenge coin. You should do a challenge.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, you have to let me know who you use.
I will, man. I really recommend doing full color challenge coins.
Okay.
Because they just look nice, and they make these images. They're not flat. They're 3-dimensional.
So are they like enamel?
It's metal, dude. I don't know. It's just heavy, dude.
Well, right. I mean, I'm sure it's metal, but like the coloring has to be done like enamel somehow.
It's some kind of paint they put on it, but they mold it so Zombie Tramp's boobs actually have a
oh, that's awesome.
And same thing with the hair and stuff like that. And then where it says these skulls and where it says Steel Ill Comics and all that stuff, that's just metal, dude. We just make that silver.
Oh, that's sick.
So it just looks cool. Yeah. And then here's our comic keeper for this one. This is all Paulo Munoz art for that. And then there's a shirt by Zork. And then we took the line art of Tim Seeley's work and made a black and white hack slash. I like this. I like this as the black and white. Just feels very 90s to me.
Yeah, that came out nice.
Yeah.
Very like indie band.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Yeah. And then freebie stretch goals so far, there's been I think 4 freebies unlocked. So these are collector cards. We got about 3 collector cards, and then we got a blank sketch card, and then like always, I randomly will draw on 5 of these and just randomly just give them out like
nice
in your campaign. So that's that. I can't believe I forgot, man. So whatever, man. All right, now we're done. We went into 31 minutes of OT, and we didn't even get paid for it. So.
It went by fast. I mean, it didn't.
It went by really fast, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'll be hitting you up, dude. About man, I need to know who you're using for square-bound hardcovers. You need to know who I'm using for coins. You know. Yeah. That's what it's all about, dude. It's all about befriending other indie artists, man, and
helping each other out,
and just helping each other out. Unless you're a dick, like I don't, like you know, just people like, hey, Dan Mendoza, let's collaborate and share on a book. I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Hey, promote my Kickstarter. I've never met you, dude. I don't know you. So, but
No, I'm very thankful to have that opportunity at Three Rivers that we got to meet.
And it was so funny. I like, hey, I don't want to bother you, but where did you get your banner made? Yeah. That's how it went down. That's exactly how it went down. And you're just like, you let me know where you got it done.
Yeah.
I used that company, but then
bannerbuzz.com, man.
Bannerbuzz, man. But now I'm shying away from fabric banners, man, because it's just a pain in the ass to put together when you're all by yourself.
So the way I've been doing it when I'm by myself is that I'll put everything together like at the low level, and then I'll go up a little bit, tighten, go back over, tighten, go.
I just got a 5x7 roll-up banner. It's all vinyl.
Oh, nice.
And it has 2 poles. So I luckily, like, I'm tall. You know what I mean? So because I would have to do it little by little, and vinyl doesn't really give too much.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I'm able to. I put the sticks fully, and I'm able to just pull that thing up.
Yeah,
I could reach up to the 7 feet and lock it in.
Nice.
So lucky me.
Yeah. So I'm a foot shorter than you.
But
yeah, with what I love about the canvas is that like I have 3 banners in my bin that I take, and depending on the situation, I'll either like the 2 tables I have 2 up, and if I can only have 1, I have that 3rd one that has like kind of like a combination of the 2. So it's nice to be able to like have everything all folded up and packed away.
I think that's gonna be my plan, because that new roll-up banner is 25 pounds, and it comes in a case that looks like a guitar case almost.
Oh, nice.
So I could travel with that, but it's just heavy, so I don't want to bang it up. And it gets messed up, if I'm flying with it. Yeah. So I think if I fly to a show, I'll do two short banners, and just where I could put them next to each other and just roll them up. That's what Bill McKay does. I think it works well. So I think if I get 2 images that go together, just like pull them both up,
Chad, I'm definitely going to be thinking about it, and I don't know about this campaign, maybe another one. So the next one,
I'll let you know that they hit me up tomorrow, and I'll give you those guys info, and their turnaround's fast, dude.
Sweet. Yeah, and then I'll get back with you on the hardbounds.
Yeah, I would think it's like a 3-week turnaround only.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So they're based out of New York.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so I have no idea who's manufacturing, but they're based out of New
York. They could be a middleman. You never know.
You never know. Yeah, but that's our show, guys. Thanks, Rob, for coming on and talking about your comic book journey, man. And everybody. Check out all the Kickstarters that we mentioned. I'll put all the links in the description tomorrow, and back some awesome books, man. So bye, guys.